my God, they're everywhere.
What does a butterfly mean?
Transformation.
Oh my God.
And they've been swarming around
I think
us.
we did a transformation.
And that's where we're going to do the satellite therapy.
All right, let's do it.
Oh, and
There's one on my head.
Yeah? Huh.
It knows.
It hurts so much. Oh my God.
Wow. That's neat. I wonder where they're going there.
Hey everybody, it's Cindy, and it's day, or should I say, night 18. Wow, we're just getting closer and closer to that 21 days. So I think I spoke too soon yesterday when I said that there was no emotional releases going on for me and that I was surprised. And I should have known it was coming. See, that's my intuition. It was telling me it was coming. I thought it was not coming. And, you know, last night I started feeling kind of, you know, I was picking up on some messages and just thinking like there was some really funky energy coming my way. And then this morning, some events transpired first thing when I woke up, and it really threw me off. I felt like I was just like slapped by the universe or something. I felt really off. I was, you know, I was pretty upset about this incident that happened, and it really knocked me off this morning. And I could feel it, like my energy just felt like, I don't know, like I was slapped across the face like 10 times or something. This felt like, wow, I don't know. I can't even describe how I felt, but I was just feeling so off as a result of just something that you know, something that happened. And so much so that it totally knocked me off my schedule. I didn't feel like juicing. You know, I was just going through an emotional release of myself. You know, there were some tears, and I mean, it wasn't like a big major thing. It was, because it really threw me for a loop, and I was very hurt. But, you know, I just, in my work, all I ever do is help people. That's like my main focus, is I want to help people and help them change their lives to feel happy and fulfilled and connect. I mean, my belief is why we're here is to remember our true divinity, which is our connection with Source, God, whoever your higher power is. And the more that we align with that true divinity that we are made from, the closer we are to those emotions of joy and love and compassion and all those types of things. And what happens is, when you keep on your journey of becoming happier and more fulfilled in your life and really connecting with spirit, you know, it's really interesting how relationships will change, come in and out of your life, because, you know, I've been talking about energy all these days, and talking about energy either matches or it doesn't. So the higher you might go, somebody that has a lower energy, and it's not judging that, oh, you have a low energy. It's not that at all. Everybody's exactly where they should be and want to be. So, you know, it's not a judgment one way or another. But when you're really working on yourself, which I do on an everyday basis, you become lighter and lighter and more in tuned with spirit. And with the juice feast, you're shedding and becoming lighter and lighter as well. So that's all part of it. So other energies can just come in and kind of knock you off. And, you know, I really believe a lot of times the dark side will come and work through people that are weaker. And so the dark side will come and do something to kind of throw a brick in your way, in your path. So I don't let that happen to me. And when I was upset earlier, I was saying, you know what, there's no way I'm going to let this incident distract me from my path. There's no way. I've been working too long and too hard at aligning myself with the life that I desire and creating the reality that I desire for myself. And there's no way in heck I'm going to let another person or a low energy or the dark side come in and sweep me off my feet and kick me down on my butt. You know, I'm not willing to do that. And so I was just really, really, even though there were some tears on and off today, I just felt hurt mainly because when you really love people and really help them, even though they could be seemingly a big pain in the butt, but somehow I find the compassion and love. I don't know where it comes from. I know it's not me, it's source. But I find that compassion and love just to love people through their issues, even just knowing that, you know, I don't know where they came from in their whole life, but everybody's always doing the best they can. And I know when I've been like a constant support and love for people, and then like they you know, just put me down or whatever, that hurts just because all I'm ever doing is coming from a place of love. So it hurts me. So I'm getting over it, definitely. I'm not going to let it block my way, but I'm just saying that emotional release came up for me today. But, you know, further, as I was thinking about it today in the meditation class, I noticed that, you know, you eliminate the person and just look at the issue that comes up for you. That's the best way to do it, because really people are mirroring our issues to us. So I have to look at that too. And one thing that came up for me was one thing that this person was mirroring for me was I was brought back to my childhood and the way that I used to be and the way that I used to talk and act, and I was pretty negative and yeah, just a totally different person than I am now. But doing this juice feast, you're healing backwards, like you're peeling that onion. And so I guess I'm healing at a point now that is triggering this past that I used to have so many, 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 many years ago. But just so I can see it and move through it and let it release out of me. Remember, whenever we're healing something, it seems like it shows up in our face one last time as it's moving out. And so I know for a fact, now that I know it's connected with this, you know, way I used to be when I was younger, that it's moving out. And boy, when I really think about it, that's a lot of heavy, dense energy that I was holding. And I thought I healed it and it was gone, but apparently I was still holding some of that energy in my cellular makeup, in my energy. So I'm actually really grateful that this happened, because otherwise it wouldn't have, I wouldn't have be releasing this big time energy or vibration that isn't serving me. And I want to move forward in my path and higher in my spirituality and feel better and create all the desires in my life. And remember, as long as you're holding old dense energy that doesn't support you, it's really hard to bring in the new energy that you're, you know, manifesting or bringing into your life. So you really have to be willing to look at issues that come up. Forget about the person. You know, of course you're going to be hurt at first or whatever, because, you know, I feel that things happen from people that will affect you the most. So in this case, it was somebody that I was always just giving so much love and support all the time. So that's why it really took me back. Now, if it was someone that was just always a big jerk, that I just knew they were like that, it wouldn't have affected me so hard. So I can see why it had to come through that person, and I can see how you have to, you know, okay, you might be hurt at first, but work through it. But if you can do your best to just remove the person and look at what issues are coming up for you, that's where the healing occurs. It's that is what is coming up as the core issue. So remove the person and look at the emotions that are coming up, and then see if you start getting some information. Like, I didn't realize about how this was relating to my past until it was like this big aha moment after class. So I'm really grateful now, because yes, I want to let that go. So anyway, the emotional release thing, I thought I was going to get through it without having it, but apparently I was wrong. Anyway, I was going to talk about knowing how to recognize messages from the universe as you're being guided and picking up the signs, but I really needed to talk about this tonight. So I'll do that tomorrow, I hope. I just felt like it was really important to discuss this. So I just want to, I want to say something else about the juice feast. That, I realized, like, I never had like emotional eating. If I was upset about something, it's like I'm not hungry. Like, I could go, if I was really upset about something, I could go weeks without eating because I wasn't an emotional eater. But I was recognizing some weird pattern I had in myself since I've been on this raw, when I started eating raw again in February, that I noticed that I was doing some emotional eating, and it was surprising me because I've never been an emotional eater. So I don't know where that came from, but I must have been that at some point in my life. And again, that onion peeling back, and that was coming up and surfacing. But for the longest, I really can't even pinpoint when I was an emotional eater. I think it must have been when I was a child, and it's so weird, like all this childhood stuff is now coming up. So good, my onion is getting smaller and smaller. That's the good news. So today, when I didn't juice, I was just drinking water. I've been on a water fast all day today. I have not had any juice, just water, water, water. But then I was feeling, I'm hungry. So I wouldn't let myself eat because I was like, in my stomach, your stomach's right here, and my stomach wasn't hungry. I couldn't feel that my stomach wasn't hungry. But I was like wanting to eat, and I was like, but my stomach's not hungry. So what I would do is just drink a bunch of water. So every time I felt that urge, like I want to eat something, I just drank more water. And when I drink the water, it would pass, the hunger, which really wasn't hunger, would pass, and I'd be okay. And now 10 minutes later, I might have felt it again, so I'd drink more water. So that's kind of what I've been battling today. Like that emotional eating wanted to come up because I know that my stomach is not hungry and my tongue really isn't hungry. It was just like, I don't know, it was just that emotional eating thing. But I said, no, I love my body too much to allow myself to hurt myself. I am so proud of how far I've come with this juice feast. And the last thing I was going to do is give in to emotional eating. No way. So I just drank water all day today. So I guess I won't be having any juice today, but I need to even drink more water. I just had a big major detox today in the way of emotions. So I just really need to shower myself with love and get through this. And so anyway, I don't know. It's kind of all over the board here tonight. I don't know. It's just so much emotions coming up today that doesn't surprise me. But I'll tell you, we did a vortex meditation today, and I feel a lot better after the meditation class today. And I'm feeling kind of tired because I feel drained from just what happened today, and probably because I've only had water all day. But I know that tomorrow I'm going to wake up and things are going to be a heck of a lot better. Everybody, take care, and until I see you next time, be good to yourselves. Love yourselves, honor yourselves, and just be a good person all the way around. It just makes life so much easier. Okay, everyone. Talk to you later. Bye.